Probably should have checked the mic before I did this, but all right, here we go. Little echo. Yo, there we go. What's going on, everybody? Out there watching in Twitter world, everybody watching in YouTube land. This is GunzPick's coming in here for a very special Monday play of the night. And I'm focused here on one game and one game only because, well, there's only one college football game on the board this week. But I want to give a little bit of full transparency what happened to me in week one. It wasn't the best week overall. The Thursday, Friday games, we went 3-0, cashed all those. And then Saturday, it was an absolute collapse going 0-6. But that's the way the ball bounces sometimes, especially week one when you're trying to figure out teams. So, with the win last night, we took FSU. We got that to cash. So we ended up going 4-6 for the weekend. Now we're going to go into this game here, and I'm going to give one more play, hopefully to cash this one as well. So we're going to be talking about the Clemson and Duke game, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Clemson currently sitting here at minus 12.5, favored here on the road. And the over and under on this one is 54.5. Now I'm wearing the Duke stuff. All right. So don't get it twisted. I'm not wearing the Duke stuff because I'm going to be taking Duke. I'm actually kind of scared of this game all from a side perspective. I can check boxes on both sides of the ball for reasoning why you would take that pick. I'm going to be focusing here on the total. Okay. Let's break both these two teams down here. Clemson coming off an 11-3 season, 8-0 the conference. Losing badly in the Orange Bowl to Tennessee in brutal fashion, too. Losing so many players, didn't play in that game, but didn't matter. Tennessee got it done. 15 returning starters are coming back here for Clemson, including Will Shipley, their top receiver, and 4 starters on the offensive line. A lot of good talent coming back here for Clemson. Cade Clemens going to be taking over for the quarterback. He played 2 games last season, but really, I didn't think he was that impressive. I know a lot of the media is saying he was impressive, but if I break this guy down, he's kind of is he no different than DJ was last year? I don't know. You tell me. Our 61 for 100 from 61% pass completion rate, 7 yards per attempt, 2 touchdowns, and 3 INTs. Those are his stats, but he did that against 2 teams, okay? He did it against UNC, which had the 111th passing defense in the country in 2022. And then the next one, of course, having that bad game versus Tennessee, ranked 128th in pass defense. So did he really do a good job, or is his stats a little bit inflated, especially from the yardage perspective and the completion perspective, um, because of the teams that he was playing defensively? You got to look at the Blue Devils on this one. 18 returning starters coming back from this team that went 9-4, including 10 on the offensive side of the ball. Riley Leonard's come back, their leading rusher and top quarterback. They get their top 2 receivers back, and they also get 4 starters on the offensive line to help them get a run game at home. They were averaging 5.3 yards per carry at home and a 4.3 sack rate. Now, a lot of that success, though, I got to say this, was due to having a weaker schedule. They actually played the 82nd ranked toughest schedule in the country last season. And if you actually look at outside of that one bowl win they got against USC, one in dominant fashion, might I add, all their wins last season were against low-level to mid-level teams in 2022. So it's not like we're seeing a improved Duke team under Mike Elko. Maybe some improvement, but it's not because of it's not because they're a great team. It's because of the competition that they play. Defensively for Clemson, this will be a tough spot for anybody to go against this team. They 8 returning starters, 2 top 2 linebackers are back, and they get their entire secondary back. And this secondary was ranked 38th in the country and stopped the pass last season. So a year older, a year wiser. I think this is a much improved defense. And then Duke on the other side, great defense as well. They're going to be very tough. 8 returning starters for them, including they got some key transfers in there to help with the depth on the defensive line. And also they brought in a guy that Elko likes, was the code DC for them. He's going to be a new defensive coordinator under Mike Elko, a guy that he knows how to work his system and implement it into what Duke is doing now defensively. So I think there's going to be an improvement here all across the board from both defenses, might I add. I know Clemson did lose some talent on the defensive line, but they just back it up with juniors and seniors that are ready to go. So I think there's not much of a drop up there. Plus, you have the experience in the second level and the third level. I think this is going to be just fine. So really, when I'm assessing this game, all right. This is a battle of the defensive squads here. Both were strong last season, and they bring back virtually everybody that they did for 2022. Both teams will be wanting to establish to run, in my opinion. You got Will Shipley back there. You have the dual threat quarterback situation on the Duke side with Riley Leonard. I think this is going to be more balanced, run oriented. And I know Duke's going to really have difficulty passing against this squad that has a lot of talent and a lot of experience back here for Clemson. I just think you're looking at a week one conference game, guys that play each other in the conference. These games really do matter in the in the upside of the season. It's going to be more competitive in the trenches. I know these teams really haven't played each other. They play every 5 years or 6 years or something like that. But I don't think this is going to be the track meet that we saw last night in the LSU FSU game. I think this is going to be a little bit more methodical. I think this is going to be a little bit more um, uh, chess match oriented. Two defensive, great defensive minds on both sides of the sidelines, I guess you should say. I think this is going to be a battle here. So I'm going to be taking the under here, under 54 and a half, 2 unit special. That's going to be the play tonight. I just think for week one, conference game battle. I think this is not going to be the track meet that everybody expects it to be. So the 54 and a half is pretty much staying dormant at a lot of books right now. So you can still get it now. I did get it earlier today. I did miss out on the 55 and the 55 and a half that are sitting out there. I'm kind of kicking myself for that. So hopefully that half a hook doesn't bite us in the ass tonight. But that's going to be the play tonight for everybody that's been watching here on the Sports Wagering Network and on GunzPick's Twitter. We're going to be taking the under 54 and a half, 2 unit play tonight. That's all I'm going to be going with here. But I want to thank everybody that has been supporting the channel. And if you're watching now, you're watching later, please go like and subscribe to Sharky Waters Nation channel. Let's pop up the numbers for that one. And of course, most of you guys are already on the Sports Wagering Network, so I know you guys can be part of that as well. But let's dominate here. Let's crush it tonight. Let's get some goddamn money, and then let's carry it over the momentum from the Florida State game to this game, and then on to week two where we start making our bank, baby. All right, talk to you guys later. Let's cash some tickets, and as always, let's keep dancing. Bang. Peace.